The pesky Jabarans to our galactic north are increasingly hostile, and our only chances to defend against a potential incursion from them could come before us during this very episode. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. So here we are. The United Jabaran Authority, with only one route into our territory, which is the Eartheus system. So something I'm going to be doing this episode in particular, first of all, let's go ahead and sell 10,000 of my minerals, just so that we can offset our potential energy shortage for a moment there. But I'm going to use some of that surplus to go ahead and build an additional platform. We're going to get those platforms built up as much as we can on the Eartheus station, and I may go ahead and send our fleet up to that station so that it can be in a good defensive posture, because that is the one system where they would have to show up if they wanted to do damage. If they wanted to take any systems, they would have to come to Eartheus, period. So we'll do our best to defend that, and hopefully the singular nature of that defensive point will deter them from actually attacking. Abras 5A is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. Image them for the archives. So this will give us... I wish there was still a hotkey for research so much. You have no idea. All right, so that shaved, wow, that shaved 14 to 15 months. 14 months, really, but then the month changed off of the cruiser research progress. Very nice. Signs of barbarism. Although their dwellings on habitat stations would suggest an advanced society, Envoy Hermione Underhill is unsure whether we are indeed dealing with an intelligent life form. They seem unremittingly hostile, so much so that a stable society seems almost unthinkable. Even during our brief period of investigation, we have observed several displays of pure barbarism. They seem to have a language, but our linguists are still working on deciphering it so that we can make sense of this display. Disturbing, we must be watchful. So, we have encountered some barbarians in this general area. We've got the automated dreadnought here. That's interesting. That would be good to have that on our territory, or on our side. Was it here that we met the barbarians? Where was it? Ooh, no, it was down here in the Rovgeti system. That would explain why there hasn't been expansion in this direction, because... Okay, that's actually kind of good news. They're protecting us in a weird way. It's not true protection, but it's not nothing either. After a recent visit to the Orlan Memorial Caravan to Modia, it has been noticed that a number of resources are missing from the Central Reserve. It is suspected that the Orlan Memorial Caravan somehow made off with them. My precious. Alright, so we just lost some energy there. So this is the Vingralian Trium. I wish I could just reach out to them and be like, hey, go away. Please. Oh, let's go ahead and put you on auto-explore then. Yeah, absolutely. So if we... I don't want to auto-explore there. I'd rather have you auto-explore here.
What have we here?
Scanners indicate the sandy dunes of Abras 8A are almost entirely composed of granulate rare metals. Perhaps some valuable resources could be extracted from them. Let's see. If we research those. Having decoded what counts as a language among them, Envoy Hermione Underhill has identified the Sigma aliens as a nomadic civilization known as the Vivisandian Ravagers. They occupy a number of large space stations in and around the Rovgeti system that house the bulk of their massive numbers in crowded and squalid conditions. Despite this, or perhaps despite this, or perhaps because of it, they seem to have developed a strong martial culture. Life in the cold void has become second nature to them, and they are very adept at space warfare. There is no Vivisandia central government to speak of. Instead, they are divided into several different factions that vie endlessly with one another for resources and respect. Given their large population and the shipbuilding capability of their stations, this constant infighting is the only thing keeping them from growing into a significant threat to galactic peace. Sure would be a shame if something were to happen that would, unite them later on in the game. But, it's interesting that they're called the Vivisandians as well, because in Heralds of the Dark Nova, one of our largest threats were the Vivisandians. All right, so we gained some additional influence,
We
though,
are being contacted by
which is good.
aliens.
That I'm going to go with that as the sound. More Dwamaks. What do you want, foolish Dwamak? What happened to make you face look like that? Reactor accident? Vacuum exposure? Look at you. We are the Vivisandia. We hunt Dwamak. If you come to Vivisandia turf, we make Dwamak stew. Not good for you, yes? Perhaps you know other Dwamaks. Perhaps you want them to be Dwamak stew. This can be arranged. Vivisandia not above fighting for Dwamaks against other Dwamaks if price is right. End transmission. Wow. Okay, so I can get my envoys back now, thankfully. We're building a spy network, improving relations. Yeah, let's see if we can continue improving our relationship with the Sibulans, because I would like those relationships to continue to improve. We have a cooperative diplomatic stance, which is reducing our border friction. But it's like not enough, sadly. A lot of our neighboring empires still have their opinion of us is decreasing, and I think it's just because our naval capacity is rather pitiful at the moment. So I think what I'm going to try to do, I have these raiders that are part of my fleet. You know what? I'm kind of... Let's have the raiders be a separate fleet that follows the Teal fleet around. How about that? And we'll give you your own admiral just because we're nice. Sensor range +1. Yep. Ship hyperlane detection range +2. That is a great thing to have. So that's kind of a neat trick. It's one unit, the Teal fleet, but now that we've split it up. Alright, so we can go ahead and just remove these from the fleet entirely. And then we can add cruisers to this fleet before long. But I think what I want to do here... Alright, so now this is going to be 16. Yeah, we'll go with 16 and 9. And I do want to go ahead and start building those new ships. I'll need to do what I can to bring in additional alloys as quickly as possible. Do I have a militarized economy? No. Let's do a militarized economy. That will reduce the consumer goods that I'm producing, but it will increase the number of alloys that I'm producing. From our industrial districts, primarily.
What have we here?
What have we here indeed? A wavering signal haunts Abras 4A, though it does not seem to originate from the planet's surface. Research, please. So there's a lot going on in the Abras system. Also, I'm seeing just the sheer number of colonizable worlds in this little section of the galaxy is so encouraging. And it's completely mine, with the exception of this little area here. Also, that reminds me, I do have enough influence to continue expanding. Let's do that. Fungal emitters. Below the surface of Abras 7 lives a most peculiar organism. Scans and samples show that it is some sort of mycelium littered with spores. Compared to the traditional size of spores on our homeworld, these are massive. Their surface is a shimmering kaleidoscope, and the hues seem to change based on their surroundings. The strangest thing about them is that they seem to form a network capable of generating what the science crew believes could be a signal. The current emissions are very weak, but with some effort it might be possible to figure out where they lead. We will try to identify the signal destination. So this
Ledger of situations amended.
creates a new project. Let's go ahead and study that. And in just a few seconds, there we go.
Stronger.
Build those mining stations, and you build... Just kidding. Hold on. You build that starbase. Alright, our colony ship should be on the way to Kerbal 3. It's so funny that there's a planet named Kerbal. It's Kerbal, not Kerbal, as in Kerbal Space Program, but still. Sounds a lot like Kobol, by the way. for those of you who are BSG fans. The MCS Explorer crew is expected to report an unanticipated find on the surface of Abras 8A. Not only are there plentiful sand dunes on the planet composed of rare metal granulate, the sand itself is almost entirely composed of countless broken nanites. These microscopic machines are millions of years old, their structure degraded far beyond any chance for reactivation. While we cannot determine the source of origin for these nanomachines, the society that created them must have been highly technologically advanced. Science Officer MCS Explorer postulates that the nanites may have been used to terraform the surface of Abras 8A millions of years ago. So this will give us an L-gate insight, it will give us 200 nanites, it will give us 1,804 engineering research, and add a modifier for mining to the surface of that planet. That's multiple wins in one, right there. Let's reinforce that fleet again. The Ransomeers. Oh wow, really? An emergency transmission buoy floats in gentle orbit around Abras 4A. What is going on in this system? How many anomalies have I found in just this system alone? Its outer casting is heavily damaged, seemingly by glancing weapons fire or a powerful explosion. It might be a Modian model for civilian ships, designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm system fail, but the extent of the damage makes it impossible to know for sure. It is repeating a weak, distorted signal. We could clean up the transmission, or we can say it could be a trap, best leave it be. Okay. So here's the thing. The Ransomeers has two possibilities. One which could increase happiness, and one which could decrease happiness. The decrease in happiness right now, I don't really want. So I'm going to take the somewhat unusual step of saying it could be a trap, best leave it be. I don't want to deal with Ransomeers right now. It's too much of a chore when we could potentially need to defend ourselves against the Jubarans up here, the United Jubaran Authority, given that that would require our fleet to go rescue the Ransomeers, or to go fight the Ransomeers to rescue those potential captives. So we're just going to hold off on it. I very rarely say no to that event, but in this case, I don't think it's worth it.
We grow ever stronger.
Do we now?
Space charts updated.
Good. So we finished our research into the FTL inhibitor. Ooh, extra research alternative. Oh, so many good choices. Yeah, I think I do want to go ahead and select the cold fusion reactor now. Although research alternatives +1 is probably the best idea. Yeah, let's do that and get it done. Because that's going to help us across the board have the best choices that we can.
We grow ever stronger.
Not necessarily the best choices, but the highest number of possible choices. Cloaking fleets. Alright, so they are continuing to try to get into my territory. We're going to need you to stop that, sir. If you could stop that, that'd be nice. If you could knock it off. Pretty please. Alright, so we've added the Nordak system. Let's go ahead and build those. And then I want you to move to the Manward system. Now, this is where we have this pre-FTL civilization, so we'll be able to gain additional insights from them.
Have detected an anomaly.
While scanning the asteroid belt, our science team found some sort of irregularity. Research, please. Colony ship is about to arrive at Kerbal. Almost said Cobol. Alright, Grace Allenby is headed towards that particular star.
Grow ever stronger.
Relic activation possible. I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, so looks like we're done here. I want you to go ahead and build this starbase, which you'll be able to do in like 2 months.
Special project is finished.
Tracking the signal emitted by the mycelium proved to be a tricky business. Our puzzled scientists finally managed by using mushrooms to peer into additional dimensions. Details are scarce about what this entails, but in any case, the operation was a success and has pointed us toward a destination. Chart, of course.
There is
The
new
fungal trail.
information in the situation log.
Really? Really, Paradox? Really? Alright, so led to the Cosmog system, which is where? Or hang on. Yeah, Cosmog. Let's stop for a moment. Oh, it's called Orville? Why is the star for the Orville system called Cosmog 1? That's what I want to know. All right, so Beatrice Fortescue, let's go ahead and have you... Oh, you are 100% trapped by ancient mining drones. So we're going to need you to be in passive stance in order to get to the orbital system. So move here, please. And just move quickly. I'm hoping from just the orientation of these two systems that the... gosh, that's going to be dicey. Ugh. I'm going to have to send my fleet to fight them, aren't I? Right after I said I don't want to send the fleet anywhere because I didn't want to deal with the ransomiers. Let's go ahead and reinforce again because I need to have additional ships. We're building that research station. Good. Alright, we're going to have to watch this and see how it goes. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I wish I had cloaks, but I don't because the game's not giving me the cloak option yet. I haven't seen it. I have cloak resistance, but not cloaks. Okay, so the ancient mining drones did not aggro. That's luck. Right there is what that is. It's very lucky.
A system has been charted.
So let's set you back to evasive and now go to the orbital system and figure out what the heck is going on. Please.
Land ho! A new colony is underway.
Port Genevieve is being built. So now I can build this starbase in Manward. And I'll soon be able to build that observation post. Speaking of observation posts, has this one disappeared? No, it has not. So you're set to passive observation, which is what I wanted. I don't currently have a spy here, although that would be tempting. Port Eleanor is ready, it seems, for an additional building. So let's go ahead and build a city district. The final rest. But what has to be beyond astronomical odds, the MCS Explorer actually managed to pinpoint the source of the odd signals as it soared past through the asteroid belt. A tiny alien construct. A simple scan reveals that it is some sort of ritualistic container holding the remains of an alien spacefarer. Let the coffin continue its voyage, or bring it to Modia and display it in a museum. Ooh, look at that. That's a huge amount of research in all three categories. Let's watch this. 12, 13, and 3 months remaining. 8, 10, and 3. Nice. That's a good chunk of additional progress on all of those projects. I love it. Let's continue to reinforce the Teal fleet.
We grow ever stronger.
Okay. We have finally researched the cruiser, and as a consequence, we will now be able to do a number of things. Let's go ahead and increase the hull points of corvettes and frigates. Can I build frigates yet? No, but I can build cruisers, so let's get this done. So currently we have 3 different types of destroyers. We have a screen destroyer called the Orion, then we have the Revenge and the Dragon. So this first cruiser, we're going to set as a gunship. Null void beams on the front, coil gun on the back, and then we'll have nuclear missiles on the very back. Now, interestingly, I want to take a look at these shields. How are these different? Oh my god. That's considerably better. In, like, every way. Okay, but they require a ton of power. So noted. That's insane. Alright, so this is the Valiant class. Actually, I kind of like Armada class. So let's say save. Alright, so now let's add a second type of cruiser. That will be more of an artillery class. Perfect. Alright, we'll go with Valiant. Because apparently it's only letting me generate the name Armada at present. Okay, so those 2 cruiser types are going to be our main cruisers. So let's add both of these. And then a third Armada cruiser. Perfect. All right, so that's going to have our command limit for that fleet completely topped off. And I might not even be able to, with our current naval capacity, I might not be able to afford that. But we've got to keep working towards it. We have to. All right, we're going to leave you here. Having this ship here at present is a bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and add crew quarters. That's not ideal for Eartheus, but at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and add this. I think it's important for this fleet to be headquartered here, pretty much. That might, once we get the crew quarters installed, that will reduce the maintenance on that fleet. Stay on speed 2. Oh, nice. We're done in manward, so let's build the observation post. And whoa, 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 whoa. Build the observation post and the mining station. Don't know how that happened.
There is new information in the situation log.
The birth of the galactic market. De facto galactic trade, unbound by the performance of international diplomacy, has existed since we first discovered that we are not alone in the universe. As new borders are discovered and old ones redrawn across the galaxy, galactic leaders agree that it is time to legitimize this commercial forum so that all may benefit. In the coming years, independent traders and government agencies will be looking to establish a quasi-centralized hub for galactic commerce. We would surely benefit were this hub to fall within Modian space, so we can choose to promote one of our worlds for this purpose. Understood. Finders Keepers. A particularly observant operative in the Latrepian star hierarchy has laid their grappling fins on part of a Latrepian encryption key. It would seem a careless Latrepian politician mislaid the device while communicating. This bodes well enough for our operations in the Latrepian star hierarchy, but our study of the device's unique design has revealed novel insights for our general approach to code breaking. Excellent. Oh, Lord. Modian Dwamax, we come visit your systems. We save you from growing too rich and fat. Yes, unless you think of reason why you not make good Dwamax do. I guess I can spare some minerals. Go away. I don't want to deal with you. We're just going to pay them tribute until we can kick their ass. And then we will. And it'll be great. Alright, so we're going to keep the Teal fleet in orbit. And I think that did help to a degree with our energy situation. Research alternatives +1. Yay. Okay. I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and build the hyperdrive too. But we also could benefit... Yeah, let's do the cold fusion reactor. We're only 12 months away from that. And that'll help all of our ships. And give us the ability to have better technology on them. Speaking of that... Well, no, I'll wait till that technology's done. We need to get those new shields installed on all of our ships. JAY Sailing Seabird has once again tried to jump into our territory. So at least our cloaking detection is good. War declaration. The United Gibran Authority has declared war on the Sibylan Hive. So that means we're at war with them now. That's fascinating. So it's not actually our war directly, but we have a defensive pact with them. So... Whoa, that was unexpected. Okay. Hold on. Let's hope they don't try and come straight down into our territory. Let's go ahead and add a Bastion class point defense platform. Ancient Cavit. Ooh, that's our new laser. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, naval capacity +30. That is like 150%. That is the choice that we need to make. Okay. That's not great timing. So I'm just hoping they'll pay more attention to the Sibylans than to us.
Space charts updated.
All right, so looks like the Thorquell Pact has recalled their embassy. Who else is in the war? Oh, the Thorquell... That's not good. Because that means they're probably going to come up through our territory. Great. Fantastic. Lovely.
Intellectual booty.
It's exactly what I wanted. All right, so corvettes and frigates have more hull points, which is nice, I guess. Oh boy. Okay, Star Fortress. Yeah, we need that. We need those defenses in better order. I'm annoyed that we've gotten pulled into a war like this that technically isn't even ours, but hopefully we can mostly avoid the consequences of it. I don't think they actually have any claims on our territory. I don't think they do. So, ideally what we need to do is just help. I mean, we could go on the offense and kind of catch them off guard, which could help us with the war score. And we could also maybe even gain, we can reap some rewards from doing this. So, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take some territory from them while they're not looking. Greetings, patron Margaret 2. We have come up with a gorgeous new type of architecture specifically tuned to improve crowds' understanding of one another. A ministry of culture. It functions thanks to a mix of using the populace's subconscious bias against each other in art, then smashing it all and presenting a new form of unity. Would you like to purchase this building? It will surely prove useful to binding your empire together, and it's a bargain if I may say so myself. Sure. We can't quite build one yet, but we'll be able to. So let's see what we can do. We don't have very strong ships. This is probably a little bit premature, but I'm hoping to catch them off guard. Also, all right, the Purple Fleet is following. Good. Yeah, so we can take this station and have control of this entire system. Through hard work and experience, Queen Margaret Belvedere has developed new skills. So she now is charismatic. Edicts upkeep are... the upkeep for all of our edicts is reduced by 10%, and we have additional 20 edicts fund, which is good. That'll help us offset the cost of the research bonus that we're doing right now.
We grow ever stronger. Space charts updated.
Surprise. All right, so let's continue to reinforce the fleet. And I'm just going to keep hitting systems in this area just to reduce their war score. Increase our war score, at least. Okay. I think the most sensible thing to build here is actually research labs. Well, hang on. I could also build... Okay, research labs. Let's do that. The Faculty of Archaeostudies can apparently only be built elsewhere. All right, so it does look like we have a Thorquell fleet coming through toward our territory, and we have nothing in place to defend against that. Nothing. I've literally put nothing down here. I didn't realize, man, this is an interesting development that did not happen in the alternate universe, so to speak. I literally have no defense against this. So this is going to be kind of a messy war.
We grow ever stronger.
Atomic countdown. Researchers on Modia have eagerly anticipated the countdown of the mysterious atomic clock of prodigious precision found on Saliedo B for the past 42 years and 3 days. Several decades worth of heated speculation and conjecture have evaporated in an instant. The clock has just now reached its momentous deadline, ejecting a stream of self-replicating nanites. The nanites have constructed some manner of advanced computational network on the surface of Saliedo B. The network is inactive and seemingly devoid of any AI, the nanites having deactivated the instant its construction was complete. Our researchers are somewhat baffled as the purpose of the network. Studying it should keep them occupied for quite some time. So this will add 10 additional engineering research to an orbital station that I build around Saliedo C4A. Incredible. All right. So I could use this thing right now. It would cost me 3,000 influence though, which is a lot, and set me back from earning my next tradition. But I would get 1,000 alloys and be able to build my first cruisers much more quickly. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just because I need those additional ships. Period.
Hostile station engaged.
It does look like they're coming to defend.
Fleet engaged. Give them a broadside.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull back since they're coming to defend.
Ahoy there! Enemy ships have been spotted!
Yeah, I know. I know there's nothing I can do, Barnaby. I'm sorry. Those are some powerful fleets, but I don't know that they have any claims on me. They might. Let's see if there's a way to tell. Yeah, I don't see any indication. Yeah, we'll go with the Empire map, but I don't see any indication that I can see if they have any claims on me. But I feel like there is a way, and I just, for whatever reason, don't remember where in the interface it is. I mean, there is the claims interface, but this doesn't show anything for them, just mine. This opens their claims view, and that's it. So, yeah. Okay, well, that's an interesting development. Again, we're going to withdraw to this system here just so we can defend. And hopefully we'll make it back in time.
A station is under attack.
Come on, guys. You need to make it back in time.
Our starbase is lost.
Yeah. All right, good. We made it.
Intellectual booty.
Yeah, they did just jump in.
All hands, fire at will. Our port is under siege.
Cold fusion reactor is in place. I don't have basic combat rules yet. What? That's insane. Yeah, this is messy. There's no way. I mean, we might have just managed to create a brief distraction, but there's really no way this ends well. All right, so I have the closest. Yeah, so those ships are being built down here in Bermuda. Any reinforcements have to come from all the way down there.
Our starbase is lost.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully we can go down there and help defend at some point, but this is obnoxious. Like, what did I do to even deserve this? I guess because I have a defensive pact with the Sibylan Hive, which I was just trying to preserve myself. The Latrepian Star Hierarchy are now proposing a research agreement. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. I don't want to give up my influence totals right now. The nearest shipyard. Where are you exactly? Yeah, I want to keep my ships here. As much as I want to upgrade them, I want to keep them here. Alright, we are about 32 minutes into the episode, so I need to stop this one here. This is going to be dicey. I don't like this at all. At least we still have a lot going on over here that they don't really seem to know a lot about. Although, if they take this territory, they cut off my access to this. So I don't know if they have claims on this or not. I literally have no way of knowing whether I have claims on it or not. But I'm hoping the Sibylans are able to do something. It looks like they're already hitting back over here, which is good. And that's a pretty powerful fleet that I have no information on for some reason. But yeah, this is just going to be dicey for the next 30 minutes to an hour. So we'll see how this goes. I need to stop this one here just so that I can begin the next episode with a sense of like direction and purpose on what's currently happening, because this is a huge twist that's occurred over the last like 10-15 minutes, and I need to adjust, although we have mostly explored this sector, which is good. So that's a win, at least. It looks like most of our science ships are completely done. Yeah, we fully explored it, with the exception of Euralian. Why don't you come down here and survey that, please? Alright, I'm just going to put all of them on auto-explore, following their current orders. And hopefully that'll be enough to finish exploring this entire cluster. Ooh, this is going to be interesting, because I was so excited about this, but I didn't think about the Thorquell Pact randomly joining a war with the Sibylan Hive and the Jubaran Authority, and that completely cutting off my access, potentially, to this. So, I don't know if they have claims on this system or not. I have no information on whether they have claims on this system or not. And I might just need to, like, Google whether that's possible in between episodes so that I can verify that. Because right now, I have no information on that. So I'll probably check into that just so that I have the most information, you know, at my disposal that I can. Thinking out loud. I'm going to stop here. stress. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.